What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm going to give you guys a quick look at the Nike Dunk High. This is the Syracuse colorway. Before I go over the kicks and get into the review, if you are new to my channel, first time coming across a video of mine, I want to say thank you for taking out some time. Thank you for stopping by, for checking out a video, all that good stuff, man. Really, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you for taking out some time and just stopping by. While I have you here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me and click that notification bell. That way, anytime I upload new material, post new content or anything, you can be notified. You can hit to the channel, you can check out the content, and you can see, my latest pickup. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, and that's at iAmTMCII. So if you're on social media, go ahead and give me a follow there. And lastly, smash that thumbs up button. That goes a long way for me as an indicator to me to let me know that you enjoy the content. Kind of motivates me to make me want to keep sharing my pickups and uploading videos for you guys. So hit that thumbs up button for me too. So here we go, guys. We'll jump right into the video. This is actually the women's colorway of the Syracuse pair. These released on sneakers, and it was the men's pair, the women's pair, and it was also the low top black and white, and they dropped in women's and they dropped in men's also. They went all the way up to extended sizes. So into the draw for all four pairs, men and women, the orange and the black and white for the men and women, and I was only able to hit on the women's pair. So here they are. I'm not sure how much of a difference it is from the women's pair and the men's pair. I saw a couple YouTube videos, and I don't see that much of a difference in the colorway. The colorway on the sneakers app is the same color, so at a glance, I'm sure it's pretty much the same orange that you see compared to the men's pair. So let's dive right into the kicks. So material-wise, the first thing I'll point out, they've really been using some cheap material on the Nike Dunks in 21 compared to the Nike Dunks that we had in 2020. I feel like the 2020 pairs, they used a better grain of leather. The leather that they've been using so far on the regular retros, like I'll show you guys the box and stuff in a second, but the box that have like Nike Dunk Retro, it seemed like they've been using some really cheap material. This is it's like a real plastic feel on here. You push down on it, it doesn't have any tumbled or any creasing or anything. It's a real stiff plastic type feel in leather, and it's not even that thick too. You can see the cut of it right here. Used a thin, cheap grain, like a synthetic leather on these, and I guess just because they're $100, that's what you get, and they're starting to mass produce the Dunks. That's why they kind of shortchanging us and going with cheaper materials. But I guess that is what it is. I'm gonna do a comparison video of the Syracuse low tops that released in 2020 and compare them to these, just so you guys can see the difference between the leather that they used last year and on this year. It's a regular Nike Dunk silhouette. Nothing too different or too drastic. It's just have that Syracuse colorway, and they're not necessarily calling these the Syracuse, but Nike had a campaign some years and years ago, the Be True to Your School campaign, and they had all different kind of colorway of Dunks, like the Georgetown. They had the UNLV, St. John's. They had a ton of different colored Dunks for the different colleges, and this was one of them. And I'm a huge fan of bright colors, anything that'll draw attention to your feet. So these were definitely a cop for me. Something else different that they started to do also, we don't have regular laces. They have these like it's like a nylon material. It's a funny material. It's not your regular cotton style lace that we normally get. They're going with a different kind of lace too, and we don't have an extra lace option. The 2020 pairs, you at least could change them to white laces if you wanted to. But the 2021 pairs, we don't really have that option at all. You just stuck with these synthetic nylon looking orange laces that you have. Here's a picture of the insides. Insoles are orange with that white Nike written on the inside. Far as your quality goes, I think the quality on these are trash, just like the 2020. So quality, they've been doing a really horrible job. Seems like, I don't know how a lot of this stuff is getting past quality control, but you can see there's like a little mark here on this shoe. There's a ton of glue marks on my shoe. It's not real noticeable. Like if I was to put these on feet, you know, with them being on the ground and at eye level, you wouldn't be able to really see it that well, like some of the glue marks. But you know, with me having it right here and on the camera, I can see a lot of blemishes and just like a lot of stuff that just rushed, and I don't know how it passed quality control. You can see there's a little mark right here also. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Nike QC department, and it's not just on dunks. It seems like a lot of stuff, they just pump stuff out and they don't really check a lot of the things that, you know, that comes out and get released. So QC wise is horrible, and I feel like the you know, the materials that they use also, they went with a cheap grain. But I guess for $100 shoe, you can't really complain too much. And this is just what we get now for $100. So these are the kicks. I'm gonna show you guys the box in a second, and I'm gonna also toss these on feet. So you guys hang around to the end of the video so you can see what they look like on feet. And I'll talk about sizing and all that stuff as well. Let's show you guys the box. So here's your regular Nike flip open style box. Here's that your product code, your color breakdown. As I mentioned, these were the women's pair, have that W, but Nike been doing the women's and men's sizes on their boxes lately. Retails just $110. This QC code, if you scan this with your phone, it's just been opening up the Nike app. I think it'd be dope if you could scan that and actually like a picture of the shoe would pop up, because I think that'd be key, especially for a lot of folks who stack their shoes up. If you have a lot of shoes and you stack them and sometimes you read the label, you're not quite sure what's inside the shoe box. If we were to scan that and a shoe would pop up and you know what shoe was inside there, I think that'd be a game changer. So something Nike need to at least consider, because like I said, if you scan that right now, it just opened up the Nike app. It doesn't really do much. So that's that. Give you guys one last look at the kicks. You guys leave me a comment down at the bottom. Let me know what you think of the dunks overall. And I noticed like dunk highs don't really resell as much as dunk lows. I'm not sure why that is. You guys drop a comment. Let me know what you think, why that is. I usually reply back to you guys when you guys leave comments. So that's it for the kicks. Just give you one last glance at the kicks before I take them off of here and toss them on feet. Show you guys one last look at them. I'm gonna get ready to take them off. I'm gonna lace them up. I'm gonna toss these on feet. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like on feet. You guys hang tight 1 second. All right, guys, here is an on feet look at your Syracuse Nike Dunk highs. As I mentioned earlier, this is actually the women's pairs, not the men's pair. But from looking at the colorway and stuff, like I mentioned on sneakers, I don't think there's much of a difference as far as color. And somebody could drop a comment and confirm that. But first things first, let's go over sizing. Since this is a women's pair, if you want to do a conversion, you usually just add a size and a half to your men's pair. So I'm normally a 9.5 in my dunks, and that's going down a half size, by the way. I have a medium to a narrow width foot, and I like a really snug fit. And I feel like Nike Dunks, you can go down a half size if you like a snug fit. With Nike Dunk SBs, you probably want to go true to size, just because there's more padding like around the tongue and the heel and ankle area of a SB. So I usually go true to size in SB dunks, but regular dunks, I think you can go down a half size if you like a snug exact fit like I do. And as I mentioned, you know, for a men and you want a women's size, just add a size and a half. So normally a 9.5, so add a size and a half to that, and that's equivalent to a woman's 11. And same thing if you're a woman and you're looking for a guy or boy shoes, you just subtract that size and a half. As far as comfort goes on these, it's still a technology you have from the 80s, mid 80s, when dunks first hit the scene, and it still feels like that. It's a flat shoe. There's not a lot of bounce or air or cushioning softness in this shoe, just because it's an old technology from decades ago. It's still a shoe that I feel that you can comfortably wear all day long and not be in pain. You can casually wear dunks, I feel like, you know, all day and not be in pain at all. I think it's a comfortable shoe, but it's not like the most comfortable because it doesn't have that up-to-date technology on it. But it's still a dope shoe all in all. But here you guys go, man. Just want to show you what they look like really quick on feet. I have more videos and more material and stuff headed you guys' way, so you guys stay tuned for that. If you want to drop a comment, go ahead, and like I mentioned earlier, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell if you're new. And I will see you guys on the next video. So until then, y'all stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Okay, peace.